Yeah, good day viewers. Ken here. We're doing an early morning start on Ballincraig Estate from McCormick. Comic. Anyway, this is called Grandads Farm, and this is Mr. Ferguson Farm. These are really massive Fergusons. I'll just lower that down. Maybe we can get in closer to that and have a look. There's the old girl. Massive Ferguson front end loader as well. As you can see, it's branded Massive Ferguson. It's electronic. I can't. Hang on, wait a minute. Nah, I can't see because it's covered up. I think this is the 300 series, which is coming up in 19 as well. So anywho, I just started a worker up on that. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, 5 o'clock in the morning. So listen to the old girl go. Got a bio belt cutter on the back, which we're doing a second cut on this grass at the minute. There's the cows. Ballincraig Estate is a small little farm. It's made up of only a few paddocks. We have the... oh, he's crashing the fence. Over the back over there, if you can see those buildings, that's where the grain is sold. That's the dealership for animals. Over there's another set of sheds and that we own. We brought that property over the other side of the road off of Mr. Anderson, who is now taken over the service station. He's retired. That's part of the storyline. I'll set this guy back going again. Oh, I'll do it. So this is the interior of the tractor. Check it out. Good drive, neutral, reverse. If you want to chuck him around the corner. I'm going to plough this up soon anyway. Just trying to cut some hay out of it first before I do it. I'll throw him onto here. Well, listen to those tractors. I hope you can hear it properly. Go out, lower the implement, turn her on. Put some speed on the old girl. And I'll put it on a worker. Oh, that's what happens when you speed up a bit of time. The old cedar here is, I actually cheated a bit and put it on. I'll set the girl off. Here she goes. Right, hopefully she'll get back on track. Oh, don't go through hedges. Now this is a beautiful old tractor, look at that. This for the old school look. This is 17, Farmer Simulator 17. Let's close it. Oh, hang on. Oh, do it again. And close the lids. But check her out. It's the old cedar, old box cedar. With the big old wagon wheels on it. Rock me, baby, with the wagon wheel. So, yeah, that's just one of the old school pack. That's one of Grandad's first tractors he had before he started on Massive Fergusons. And got a massive, no, that's right, we got the sprayer and that all set up there. It's a beautiful sounding old tractor too, if you listen to that. Ah, she's on base game. Of course, we've got smaller implements because I'll show you in a... oh, there's a case, axle flow case. Now a lot of people don't like these little headers because they think they're too small and stuff like that, but for this farm they're perfect because that head fits in between the... get out and have a look. In between the fence posts. I had the old box seater sitting there. Fits in between all these fence posts, and they're all concrete fence posts. And I'll just... this is the 600 series. They're great tractors too. We just seeded it up, so I'll close that seed box. That seed box closes fine. This Massey Ferguson pack seed box. She's got forestry bars in it on her. Yeah, so basically this paddock here where I've got this barn, like that storage shed, and all these tanks and that, and windmill are not on the farm itself. They're the ones that are just placed. But these are the shedding and that you have here, corrugated and concrete sheds. The original house, the trees aren't there, I just put them there. Manure is actually in that area right there, where from the cows themselves. And in here, I've got to get out and... Why'd that seed box go under? In here, I just did the rounds this morning, filled up the buckets and that for the calves. They've got calving pens. You have a late calving. This old girl, there's a small calf there, and this old girl had a bit of mastitis, so we've got her in here. We've using some mastitis is the inflammation of the udder, the mammary gland. Yeah, so they basically get all blocked up and everything, so you have to give them antibiotics and that to relieve it. So we can't milk them and that while they're on antibiotics. So she's in there for that. Oh yeah, hang on. These guys over here, or girls over here, got to give them some feed. They're just holders. These old sheds here, Farmer Simulator PC, they actually got rid of those things. But this is why I got... Oh, hang on, run around the front here. Mr. Anderson, when he retired, he gave us those properties over there. There was this tractor and a Massey Ferguson. What was it? A New Holland tractor and that he had over there, and a plough. So yeah. So Grandads got them now. So that's the old Effie. Oh, sorry, Bronco. Rodeo. And down over at the house where Mr. Anderson lives now, next to the service station, he's got his Bronco, which is a short wheelbase Rodeo. And the cows made a bit of a mess. That's where you feed them. The actual dairy part of it's just down in there. This is why you have a small farm. Now, these are the sheep we have at the moment. Oh. Can you open? Thank you. And all the lights are in here, of course. Yeah, these are the sheep. We've got to put some others out in the pasture. Feeding water over there. Individual holding pens and that for the rams and that over there, show sheep. Anyway, that's that little story. This old girl, I was taking her up. Well, as you can see, the crop's starting to grow next door there. We've got this crop that we have to harvest in a minute. But just to let you hear these old tractors, you know, they just, you know, whoa, slow down, go, slow down, whoa, nearly. I mean, like, these things will hit the gates and crash and stuff, but they just get through the gates. And I've got crop destruction on, so I can't be driving through the crops. So basically, when I plough this paddock up in a minute, I'll be taking this one out there to I'll just leave it there for now. I'll be taking it out. This is the we're picking up silage and that from the grass, which is I sped it up a little bit. It's grown. So another Massey Ferguson. This time she's got crop tyres and that on it. 600 again series. Did I show you the interior of these ones? No. So the interior is different, of course, with the 600 series. Look at that. Bit of digital readout in the dash there. She's a beauty. Anywho, of course, front end loader and that, they have their own bale forks and that, but they're not on this one at the moment. And the Pottinger. The only problem with this Pottinger is those wheels there at the back wheels. They get caught on everything, especially around this farm. Trying to get them in that small place, so this guy stopped again. The Bio Belt mower is a really good slasher mower. Sort of like early groundhog type, like brush hog type thing. Oh. Oh, I keep hitting all the wrong buttons here today. So anyway, we'll jump across to see this finish by the looks of it. Yep. So we'll get them out of here. I know they haven't gotten that strip up there. But listen, old girl. Look at that beautiful little mud guards on it. There we go. Push back on track. Thank you, ma'am. Why can't I close that? Don't know why I can't close that. Right, the plough is still working up in the top paddock. So we'll put him back on a bit of a track here. Oh, let's go. So this is the New Holland that Mr. Anderson had over at his farm. Why isn't it lowering? Oh, there we go. So it folds up. This is the Massey Ferguson harrow that you get with it. That's why it wasn't, because it was on the wrong thing. So we'll go back here a bit. Right, put on a work again. But yes, New Holland. Of course, everybody knows the New Holland is standard in game. There's 6-cylinder model. In 19, there's 4-cylinder models, which are great little tractors too. They're good for around the farm, manure spreading and that sort of thing. But yeah, so this is his tractor he had over there. That's why I said I'd want out on the Massey Ferguson farm. So because my granddad brought up his properties and that, and he's retired now. Farmers always sell to farmers majority of the time to keep it in the local area. They all went to school together and stuff around here. The farm across the road here, which we're closer to it, I'll actually run over there. That's owned by a young couple. That family is in the area. I'm going to jump through the hedge here. Watch out for cars. Now in here, this is your silos, your sale point for your silos, your hay sale point. Here's up in here when you want to sell your bales. This is your for all your chemicals and stuff like that, wood and that. This is your stock agent. They have the stock agent here as well. So you can come on here and then go in there and you can buy your cow or sheep for this particular farm. I don't know if you know it, but in 17, because 19, if you buy a sheep, you've got a selection of different breeds at the moment, and different breeds of cows, but in this one they're just random pick of sheep and cows. Okay, so this is a quick look at 17. Of course they do, they're the ones driving the tractors at the moment, them and the other couple downtown. They're the ones that do the odd jobs. They're the work labour for the area. It's a small little village. Down here is part of Mr. Anderson's place as well, same as they have a little holding yard up the back there. I think he used it as a slaughterhouse at one stage. But in here we've got our spare trailer and that he had. And we're thinking about putting some bees in that here at the moment, but some small little holding sheds, not much to them. Of course a little stockyard, and because there's a stockyard here, because there is, if I get the right door, that one. We have some cattle up here as well at the moment, which we've got off Mr. Anderson. So they need a good feed in that soon. This is the plough and that he used on his property. So he owned got a whole heap of seed in that there. So he owned all the property up the back, like basically on this side of the road. There's another holding up here, which I'm trying to just run around the farm. We will be doing some playthrough, or they call it Let's Play or whatever, but we'll be doing some here on Grandads farm. We're going to change all these paddocks into crop paddocks. This is a small sheep holding yard, a couple of small sheds, holding sheds, and where they used to come up and shear as well. This is the portable shearers, put them on the yard, you get 40 sheep out of it, charge on those, so because they're only a small flock. Yeah, he used to also use it for his killing yard as well, for meat production, on farm meat production. Can I jump this wall? Hello?
Hello.
Alright, I'll just jump out. So, yeah, he gave us the Rodeo. Rodeo is a beautiful thing. On 19, they've just got that in, though. I was really stoked about that, because 17, she's a bit quick on this game, if you notice. That's what I mentioned on... Oh, you finished. No, not quite. There's a few low-lying spots on this paddock where ploughs and that do not get. It's a design in the... Did that again. It's actually a fault design in the map itself. What's going on here? Worker. Gracias. Alright, lower it down. So we're going to take this for a spin. I think they're over there. This patch over here, I think it is. There's two little patches anyway that you just cannot harrow up or plough up. Yeah, that's them there. And there's a couple in the front paddock as well that you just cannot do anything with. So you just like crop over the top of them. So you just, the tractor will run it over and squish up, but that's about it. So that's her done. Right, cool. Whoop. Oh, Julian. Right, I was going to show you the inside. See, this is just a basic New Holland tractor with its 4-speed bloody box, and yes, nice little cruising unit. Have AC and that up there, and digital readout. That's just hours that are clocking up on the actual. Like, you got the speedo on that there too, but the hours are clocking up on the amount of time of that's how they measure it. It's not kilometres or miles and that. They measure by in farm machinery. They do it by how many hours the machinery has worked. So, if I remember correctly, we've got to do this front paddock. This one here. No, I've already done that one. Got to do this one. Got a tight corner. This rusty old gates. I think you love them. Makes you think you're going to have a tetanus shot every time you open them. Right, so we'll get up here and start at the gate and start him up and going. It's probably about the most powerful tractor we've got here at the moment. The Massey Ferguson, what? Open. Right, you right now? Ah, oh, come on. I'll start it then. Oh, we're starting to get something there. Ah, there it is. 390 turbo. Now this thing here is probably about the most powerful tractor in the Massey Ferguson range. Look, she's got radio, she's got aircon, wipers up there. She's got, man, this girl. Man, she's got an old analog speedo on it. The fuel gauge and that. I'm not sure if that actually works. Yes, fuel gauge works fine. See that? So for those, oh, and it's got a Massey Ferguson key ring. But anyway, this is a turbo. Go outside so you can hear her. Great little beastie. Of course, all the works and lights and that work. Flash of light, beacon, and this is a round bale, round baler. That's all on the go-to tractor list. Actually, I'll I'll turn it off first. I'll jump out here and run around. Here's the dual wheel Massey Ferguson tipper with the extended tops on it, which is coming out in the pack. I think they got it in testing and that with the 3000 series, same as the single wheel. And quickly run around because I don't know how long this video is. That's a New Holland thing that comes with the map, but there's a message just come through. I used the old muck spreader, but I got a new one as you've seen before over there. This is the 600 series with the top. They're topless ones. You got some that are forestry and that as well. A little yellow one that's an industrial one. But that's the muck bucket and the one of the arms in that for the pack. The spreader. She has a nice range on that spreader. Great little thing for the paddock. And there's the harrow, like the plough, not the plough, the bloody subsoiler plough that you stick behind it, or yeah, just behind really. What else here that we need to look at for the equipment for the Massey Ferguson? You saw the box seater before. This is the this is the 3000 series that is 300 series. What do I keep saying? 3000, 300 series that's coming out. It has the PDO and everything on the front end of this one. You have a different wheel selection on that, but there she is. She's got double beacons. She's got a few custom things with this one. But go inside the tractor so you can have a look at the cab. It's basically the same as the other cab before, because it's the 300 series, the aircon and all the rest of that. But yeah, so have a listen to it from the inside. Beautiful tractors, and these ones they bring them out at the moment. They're in testing to come out for 19. Another Massey Ferguson bucket, and that's buckets with the first arms that you saw before. And yeah, that's a 893 front end. What have we got in there? Nothing. That's your workshop, by the way. And here's the other muck spreader I said. The more modern muck spreader we're using here, the Pottinger. Twister one, so it twists and like spreads it out that way. I'm not sure about the actual range that it brought. But yeah, so just another check up on this old girl to make sure she's okay. Yeah, mastitis. So yeah, that's the farm. Laley, yep, Laley bloody milker there for the actual farm itself. They've got all the lights and that still left on here, so you can turn the lights and that off. So I'll turn them off. But yeah, so we're going to go put some sheep and that in the paddock, get some in. I've got to bring, oh, that's what I was going to do. I'll quickly grab that. Oh, close that gate. Oh, sorry, you got to jump in the bloody gateway. Over here. How do they even open? Because I've just turned that light off, isn't it? So open the door up. No, not that one. There we go. Because won't be able to get the header down here. Like I said, very narrow, a lot of obstacles, small gates. But this one comes into its own. That's why a lot of these 17 maps, I started off with this. They've got a Massey Ferguson. Oh, actually, I'll just do that. I'll go into the hold on. I'll go into here and show you the Massey Ferguson. Right, there's Massey Ferguson there. That's the small one, like all the other smaller tractors that they're bringing out. But it's 55,000. She's a great little header. I've got a great little header to go with it as well, which is where is that one? At the end, I think. Yep, right there. So it's a Reggie Didge header to go on it. Comb, and there was a mower, which is crossing mowers, I think. Did I go past it? Yeah, I did. Whoop. No, not there. Up. Right, so it has, where is it? This beautiful coon one there, look at that, that's a sickle bar mower. And that, if you want to put on a couple of those older tractors. Of course we've got the other mowers out there. Where is that Massey Ferguson mower? I'll go past it. I did. It's not there. It must be in forage harvesters. So in the forage harvesters you have the Massey Ferguson. Oh, that's see that bar one there? Well, that's a little corn header. So you've got the grass one, Massey Ferguson. You've got the one that picks up. Yeah, that's the grass and that, all the crops and that. And this is the wheat one for doing all the wheat. I think it's grass as well. I'm not sure. But here's the forager. It's the same as the other one. It's got a little head and that goes with that, which is down here. So there it is. That's a nice little head there, but that head does not go through the gate post. So, and something I noticed the other day, you can actually use the header on those machines as well, like these cones. But yeah, she just squeezes through the fence post. Whoops, she just caught up on it there. Maybe a little bit over this way. Back. Just squeezes through. Come on, old girl. Which side is it catching on? Catching on that side. There we are. You get it right. Yeah, so she just squeezes through. Come down here. You can see from the inside view, not much room to spare at all. And normally I get that straight away. Oh, look at the interior on that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful interior. And the Massey Ferguson one, their header has got a little, like a standpipe there with the actual steering wheel and that, and she's a good one too. I love the old gear. That's what they used to use back in the day. Right, so this one's catching on that, so I'll just go this way a bit. There we go. Right. So start her up, put her down, we'll take her for a lap or two. And this is her running the line. Of course she's got the Farmer Simulator steering wheel knob on it. I have a steering wheel button box and that I'll be using later on with all the Farm Sim stuff, mainly 19, and I'm trying to get it to work with the American Truck Simulator on PC, to wire all the button box and that into it. There's a little bit of overrun there into the hedge. That's her on the outside. Actually, there's one just out the road here. It's a bit rusty and all faded and that with a paint job and that, but yeah, it had the there's a tractor out there with the side by. There's one that goes on the side of a tractor that the tractor pulls along. It's a little unit. It's actually a little header that then you go into a field bin. And yeah, beautiful little outfit. They're all rusty, and that's the what tractor was it? There's a little case, 1455 cases. Yeah, one of those that was pulling it. It's very old though. It's paint job and that's all faded, but yeah, that's what they're still using around here at the moment. Actually, one of these cases here, I saw it 4 days ago, doing a wheat paddock just up on top of the hill, and then today they're going around baling it with the coon baler, and it had a Magnum, what's that Magnum bloody case Magnum on it. Don't know what model that is, but yeah. And you'll see with these gates, oh no, just missed it. The gates have a collision on them, like out from the actual gate itself, and some other things do as well. So you'll be driving along, next minute you hit that invisible wall. So that's her. I might set her up on a worker. You can see the workings of this thing. Look at the heat coming out of that exhaust. And the fan box there. Check her out. Look at the craftsmanship in that. These model makers, look at that. Even that arm in there is bouncing up and down. You see the spring? Don't do this at home, kids. Really, girl? Really? Look, there it is, shaking on the other side here, see? Seriously? You're seriously going to do that? Okay. Oh, well. Oh, better watch what I'm doing because I've got crop destruction on. I'll just go across here. So anyway, that should be the lot for this one. So we'll post it up today, and then I'll do a Red Dead Redemption and put it up as well. It's supposed to be out on Monday. You see the beautiful little TV screen there? Oh mate, all these hours you spend in the header. Oh, put that on. So anyway, viewers, that's Grandad's Farm. There will be a playthrough with Grandad's Farm. There is collision on all the hedges when you've got headers and that. They just like will not go through. Everything else will go through the actual things themselves, but no head will go through a hedge. I think they fixed that on 19. You can see that. You can see the paddock itself. Hang on, I've got to find something to see if I can do it like Farm Simulator 19, where you can get a little. What do I need? A little something. Sprayer or something. No. Where's the sprayer? Ah, here we go. There we go. That gives us a bit of an overhead view depth of the actual. See the hills. That's what I love about this map. McCormick's done a real good job in this. There's a servo on that downtown. I'll head down that way. So there's a little village itself. There's Mr. Anderson's new house. That's his Bronco I was talking about. One's going past as well. Oh, sorry, the Rodeos. So they're Ford Broncos in real life. But this is he's taken over the service station now. He's retired and kind of had that business. And instead of, he used to work out of his house here and go up to his properties. The church is here, and this is the what do you call it? The workshop, the dealership. That's what I was looking for. So this is a dealership that everybody comes and gets their stuff from. There's a massive Ferguson bale hawks there. That's why they're not on that one back there. But look, you can see from this top of the hill, looking at the actual paddocks. If I can pan up. No, I can't pan up. But yeah, so you got the undulation of the paddocks and that. You know, you got all these beautiful little paddocks that make up this great little farm. So that's it. That's a lot. Thanks for watching. Okay, stay tuned. The only things added is those sheds in it, like I said, and a couple of those trees are added in this farmyard. But that's about it. So thank you very much. This is Grandad's Farm, and there'll be a playthrough series on this. Once a week I'll have something on there. Okay. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. You know, subscribe, follow us, and yeah, you can have a good laugh and pick out everything I do wrong. There you go. Okay, for reviewers.